Hello my fellow lock pickers, and welcome back to the workshop here. Today I've got a special treat for you here. This is a Chris Ahrens lock that he sent to me, and it's number 24. I was digging through my bin of locks that I've got, and well, I found a few that weren't sitting in my naughty bucket that I hadn't gotten to yet, and this is one of them. So well, this will be my attempt to keep it out of the naughty bucket. So let's go ahead and go with the top of the keyway. And since it is a Yale key or style keyway, I'm going to go ahead and use a steep hook from Sparrows. This is in 20 thousandths. 20 thousandths has kind of become my go-to with Sparrows picks. Seems to work out pretty good for me. Okay, got a nice click from 2. Okay, that was a click from 5. Nothing on 1. A little click from 2. Now a little bit of counter rotation on 2. There we go. There's another click, and I'm in a false set now. It's got a little bit more counter rotation, but let me check some other pins first. Pin 3's got some strong counter. Check 4 and check 5. Okay. So back to 1. 2's got some pretty strong counter. 3's got very strong counter. So let's go ahead and try pin 3. Okay, got a click there. Okay, back to the front. Nothing on 1. That was pin 2. Pin 2 is definitely hanging up here. Oh, there we go. There's another click. There's another one. Nothing on 3. Nothing on 4. And nothing on 5. There's a little bit out of 2. 3, and it put me into a very, very deep false set. I mean, this thing's leaning over this much now. That's pretty crazy. Okay, nothing on 1, nothing on 2, nothing on 3, nothing on 4. There, that's pin 5. That's counter rotation on 5. Strong counter rotation. Okay, I think I got it. That's on 1. Counter on 2. There's a click. Nothing on 3. Nothing on 4. Nothing on 5. So back to 1. Nothing. Pin 2. Oh, there we go. It opened us up off of pin 2. All right. Lots of really good feedback and counter rotation on this lock. So let's go ahead and take it apart. And we'll see what my good buddy Chris Ahrens put in here. All right. Just going to go ahead and use this little pinning tray this here today. And holy moly, look at that bitting. That pin 1 is so yeah, definitely an overset trap. Then a really nice sawtooth right after that. But that steep hook coming all the way from the bottom, it's a pretty good lock for those, or a pretty good pick for those locks. So let's go ahead and use a Phillips. Looks like he only put 1 screw in here to save me a little bit of time when getting it. All right. Use this follower here. I didn't feel any T-pins, so I'm going to proceed as if there weren't any. Okay, and there you go. You can see it that pin 1 is resting all the way on the top there. So definitely overset trap and pretty decent bitting overall. Let's go ahead and dump these out. Okay, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the plug. There is nothing done to chamber 1. I got threads in 2. I got a groove cut in 4. And I've got counter milling, pretty deep counter milling in both 3 and 5. And let's turn it around, see if the counter milling goes all the way around, and it sure does. Pretty nice mods. Love that counter milling though. I do it in almost every lock I make anymore. It's a fun and easy mod to add a good degree of difficulty to the lock. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and move these pins up here. This is my only gripe about this particular pinning tray from Sparrows. And anybody from Sparrows, if you're watching, my only gripe is that these longer ones are great for the springs, but I like to put them up at top, and I think a lot of people like to put the springs up top as well. I know it works fine if I turn the tray upside down, but then it doesn't say Sparrows unless you're reading it upside down. Oh well, that's just my little gripe. Okay, I got a standard in 1. I've got a nicely serrated in 2. Let's go ahead and dump these springs out while we're at it. Pair of copper springs to start out. Another serrated. All the springs might be the same in this one. There's a spool. And last but not least, we've got little single serration. All right. Looking at the top, there is some mods here. So my little flashlight is somewhere. I don't use it very often anymore, so it's probably not at my desk right now. Yeah, I don't see it, but yeah, I might have to take my word for it if I can get that light to pick up. But it looks like there's counter milling. I see. Well, yeah, that's some sort of epoxy right there. And if you look right here, he drilled out from the bottom here and slightly enlarged chamber 1. That's pretty ingenious. I thought that was just some glob of something there when I was picking it. But chamber 1 is slightly enlarged, almost like it's counter milled. And that looks like the only mod done to the top here. So let's go ahead and look at these great pins. All right, so I've got a very, very long T-pin in 1 for an overset trap with a standard above it. And all the key pins are standard other than that one. So the driver pins is I've got a nicely serrated pin here, followed by another nicely serrated pin, a very, very deep spool, and a pin with a single serration on it. But that's what we have in this lock that Chris Ahrens made, the number 24. Chris, thanks for sending this to me, man. I really appreciate it. Pretty fun lock. Yeah, put up a good little fight there. Loved the feedback. So everyone, please stay safe. Don't do anything illegal. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you see a lock out there in the wild and it doesn't belong to you, just leave it alone, please.